successful great in God, for being the successful great living I accomplishing, achieving God's highest, wisest, purposeful love, representing the subject to thyself mentally, as though he had already done that which you desire him to do. Mentally speak to him and congratulate him on having done what you want him to do. Mentally see him in a state you want him to obtain, within the circle of its action. Every word subjectively spoken awakens objectively what it affirms. A wonder on the part of the subject is no hindrance when you're in control of your reverie. For being a successful great living I accomplishing, achieving God's highest, wisest, purpose, love. I hold this subject in my mind as I welcome home, knowing already complete, done, sown, what inspiring him to do. I speak to him inwardly, shaking his hand in thought, congratulating his becoming, smiling upon his arrival. I see him standing in the ideal God loving state I consciously choose for him to live in, subconsciously strong, certain, radiant, at ease inside his victory. Within this circle of action, acting every word spoken, speaking and feeling, awakening high and fall. No wonder can slow this current when I guide my own reverie, for believing tender sparks flame, saying, singing, imagination wills the living, loving eye. Reverie being the living I, for being the successful great living I accomplishing, achieving God's highest, wisest, purposeful love, representing the subject to thyself mentally, as though he had already done that which you desire him to do. Mentally speak to him and congratulate him on having done what you want him to do. Mentally see him in a state you want him to obtain, within the circle of its action. Every word subjectively spoken awakens objectively what it affirms. Wonder on the part of the subject is no hindrance when you're in control of your reverie. For being a successful great living I accomplishing, achieving God's highest, wisest, purpose, love. I hold this subject in my mind as I welcome home, knowing already complete, done, sown, what inspiring him to do. I speak to him inwardly, shaking his hand in thought, congratulating his becoming, smiling upon his arrival. I see him standing in the ideal God loving state I consciously choose for him to live in, subconsciously strong, certain, radiant, at ease inside his victory. Within this circle of action,